I made a video yesterday talking about my 10 of my 10 most underutilized wrestlers from WWE TNA. Today I'm talking about 10 most overpushed wrestlers in WWE TNA, and I came up with these guys. These are my top 10 guys I came up with. I know I could have done like a bigger one, and I have a plan to do a bigger, like a 50 overpushed wrestlers from like overpushed wrestlers of all time list. I have that video going up, not this week, but I have it going up. Maybe after WrestleMania I'll do that one, but it's got a lot of preparation, and I've got to really think that one through because there's a lot of wrestlers. I don't want to miss everybody out. So after WrestleMania 31, I will be doing my 50 overpushed wrestlers from of all time. So I'll have a video going. So anyway, this is just over 10. This is just 10 today, and your list might be different than mine. Like I said, I had a lot of different lists. A lot of you comments this morning about different underutilized guys, and it was kind of a lot different. But like I said, a lot of people agree with me on the final two. Like I talked about John Morrison, and I talked about Mr. Anderson not getting pushed, and so yeah. At number 10, we have Jeff Jarrett. Now, here's a guy, in my opinion, Jeff Jarrett, who in my opinion, is nothing in the wrestling business. Only reason that he got pushed, in WCW and TNA is because his dad is a wrestling promoter. If you guys didn't know, also you should know, but for you younger fans out there, if you don't know, Jeff Jarrett's dad, Jerry Jarrett, I think his name is. I know, yeah, Jerry Jarrett is a southern wrestler promoter, where basically he used to promote wrestling in the 80s. He was the guy who recognized Stone Cold Steve Austin, and that kind of shocked me. I didn't know he brought Stone Cold to WCW till I watched his DVD a couple years, I think it was last year I watched it, or maybe it was the year before, I can't remember. But like I said, I didn't know that, which I thought was something interesting. But like I said, that was the only reason why Jeff Jarrett got into the wrestling business. And he got into the WWF/WWE in like the early 90s, like mid 90s, and then he got jobbed out a few times. He had a tag team with Owen Hart and won an IC title, and that was it. He quit WWF, in late 1999. In 2000, he went to WCW, and then straight away, soon as he quit the WWF, Jeff Jarrett was rocket straight up your ass, dude, to the main event scene. I'm doing Metro Push. To the main event scene is straight. They give them the WCW World Title, and then they put him in the NWO a few months later. And like I said, Jeff Jarrett doesn't have the charisma, doesn't have the mighty skills. I mean, he can be an alright heel, but he's not. His mighty skills are not. He's not going to be a Rock. He's definitely nowhere near a Rock. He's nowhere near a Hogan, nowhere near a Sting, nowhere near an Austin, nowhere near even nowhere near a Shawn Michaels, nowhere near any of those guys. He's not even Triple H or Jericho. He's just a mid-card piece of shit that should have never been ever given an opportunity to win the IC title or become WCW World Champion. And then after WCW went out of business, a year later, him and his dad founded TNA, and TNA had to push Jeff Jarrett down your throats. I mean, how many times over the years did we see Jeff Jarrett become the TNA World Heavyweight Champion? I mean, the feuds he was in, my God, how bad those feuds were in. I mean, the feud he had with Samoa Joe in 2010, well, absolutely bury Samoa Joe and didn't actually benefit nothing out of him. He's never put anybody over in his entire career. Jeff Jarrett hasn't. The only good feud that Jeff Jarrett's had is the one he had with Kurt Angle in 2011, when him and Angle were feuding over Karen Jarrett, Kurt Angle's ex-wife. That was the only good feud he ever had. Apart from that, they've all sucked. And in my opinion, every year that we always had like Jeff Jarrett in the main event scene, or he would take a young guy spot like a Samoa Joe or somebody who would benefit from the main event scene. I mean, even, you know, and then that would piss me off. And I mean, he's nothing. He just keeps getting overpushed. And then in 2013, he finally left TNA, and they went, yes, yes, yes. He's out in the wrestling business. Well, he's not Goldpush Wrestling, but I don't watch that, so I'm glad. You. Number 9 is Kane. Now, Kane is kind of like Jeff Jarrett, but a bit better than Jeff Jarrett, I guess. Kane in 1997 came in, and we all know he had that awesome debut when he ripped out the cell door, tombstoned Kane. He was a big monster, and then it led up to a match with him and Taker at WrestleMania 14, one of my favourite WrestleManias, WrestleMania 14. Him and Taker had a decent match, I don't say it was a good match. They had the first match they had, really good match, and after that, he did win the title off Stone Cold a month later, but it was only for one day, and then he lost it on Raw. So yeah. And then after that, a couple years later, he didn't really do much. He was an absolute joke. He was getting, he was in stupid things like, he was getting pushed down your throats in stupid, weird stables like the corporation. I like the corporation, but I didn't, and he was in factions like, I don't know. He's been in some goofy factions, Kane has, but and then he was in some weird tag teams with RVD, and I mean, if they're not going to do anything interesting with Kane, I'm just kind of tired of seeing Kane, and then in 2000, even in today's WWE, after all this, when you had even Kane, you even tried to put a world title on Kane, and the only time I cared about Kane was in the Attitude Era. I've never cared about Kane, ever. Apart from the Attitude Era, only time I've been a fan of Kane was when he was in the Attitude Era. I didn't like him in the Real Slugashing Era. I thought they watered him down. a lot. They've watered him down a load since the Attitude Era. And that's what a lot of fans know. I mean, they know what Kane's been watered down and shoved down our throats loads. I mean, every year, I mean, is Kane in a main event of a Raw or a SmackDown, or he's in a big feud with the Authority, or he's in a big feud with somebody. In 2015, you're not supposed to have Kane shoved down your throats in 2015. In 2015, if you want Kane still around in the WWE, he should be a part-timer or at WrestleMania 31 to settle it. Have Kane in a retirement match, like I said before, and get rid of the guy, because in my opinion, the guy has done loads in the WWE. There's nothing really much left for him to do, in my opinion. He's just not relevant anymore and getting shoved down our throats. So please, WWE creative team, stop putting Kane on our television screens. We don't want him. At number 8, kind of like Kane in this situation, Big Show is another guy that gets every single year shoved down our throats, and I'm kind of tired of it. I mean, every single year they push Big Show as a heel or babyface. I mean, him and Kane have turned heel more times than I think fucking Hulk Hogan has changed t-shirts, in my opinion. Because these guys, they don't know what they're doing with these guys. One year they can turn them heel, one year they can turn this. They don't know what they're going with these guys. And then Big Show, in my opinion, he's like Kane. If you want them to do something at WrestleMania 31, they should do something big. Have them both in a retirement match at WrestleMania 31. One of them leaves, one of them stays on television. You make your mind up, please, because I'm tired of Big Show getting shoved down our throats. Him having more title shots. I mean, I don't get that. I do like how Big Show does put over young talent, but I don't like him shoved down our throats all the time. Number 7, Kevin Nash. Oh my God, this guy. Now, Kevin Nash, we all know, was in the Clique, and then he went to WCW, fought in the NWO, Scott Hall and Hulk Hogan. After that, Kevin Nash went the Jeff Jarrett way, and he got shoved down our throats. TNA didn't learn from the Jeff Jarrett mistake. No. They had to go. They had to do it again, didn't they? Another WCW/old WWF star joining TNA, and what happened? They shoved Kevin Nash down your throats. This guy hasn't been relevant since 1998, when the NWO was relevant. In 2004, when he joined, he was not relevant then, because nobody cared about Kevin Nash in 2004. Kevin Nash was dynasty at that point. Nothing was relevant about Kevin Nash. The guy cannot wrestle. He botches the Jackknife album. He never puts over anybody, and he's always burying people. So is he really relevant to the wrestling business today? No. And basically every year they will, over the years they put him in world title matches. They put him in the main event Mafia. I don't know why. And then they had him teaming up with Samoa Joe. Why? Why Kevin Nash to team up with Samoa Joe? I don't know. So yeah, number 7, seventh most overpushed guy in the WWF/WWE and TNA, Kevin Nash. Number 6, Hulk Hogan, dude. Well, let me tell you something, brother. Back in the Attitude Era, I created the NWO, dude, with Scott Hall and Kevin Nash, and I was burying every single one of you, brother, oh, brother, because in WCW, I was burying people like Rey Mysterio, people like Chris Jericho, and let me tell you something, dude. Me and the Macho Man, Randy Savage, oh yeah, had good matches, oh yeah, but that to be the Hulkster on top, oh yeah, because I won't let the Macho Man go over, oh yeah. Anyway, and then, like I said, Hulk Hogan is another overpushed wrestler. We all know that he's been overpushed. I mean, how many times in TNA did they put him in every single segment? Like, that pissed me off. I mean, Hulk Hogan was like taking the spot from everybody else. He did it in WCW when he was in the NWO. He did it a bit in his early Hulkamania days, even early Ruthless Aggression era when he was feuding with Triple H, which I didn't get. But like I said, at number 6, the most overpushed guy in wrestling history, Hulk motherfucking Hogan, brother. At number 5, JBL. JBL is kind of like Jeff Jarrett. I didn't think that JBL would become a main eventer for the WWE. I always thought it would be a tag team wrestler, but when the WWE finally pulled the trigger on this guy in the Ruthless Aggression era, the WWE kind of did something good here. I mean, they had him as a great heel. I really enjoyed JBL as a great heel. Better than the babyface. He's way better than being a babyface. Then after he had that long reign with the title, with the WWE title, was it on SmackDown or Raw? In the mid Ruthless Aggression era. After that feud with Cena, he kind of got watered down, and then he got overpushed. He got shoved in feuds with CM Punk and other guys, and I just didn't feel those feuds I like the Cena and JBL feuds, but after that I just think it was okay to put over Cena, but after that, I didn't care about JBL that much. But like I said, I think he is another guy who got overpushed. I mean, he got too many IC title matches, too many tag matches and stuff like that. I thought, he could have given it to somebody else. And number 4 is Sting's TNA run. Sting, every single year that they brought in Sting, like the Kevin Nash mistake and the Jeff Jarrett mistake and the Hulk Hogan mistake, they didn't learn again, did they? Remember, the 4th time of having a mistake in TNA, and this is another mistake. Sting's TNA run. You have Sting coming in 2006. He hasn't wrestled since 2001. So you have him come in, great debut he had, and then after that you have a feud with Samoa Joe. He has a great feud with Samoa Joe. Then they have a feud with Jeff Jarrett, and he gets bad. I think he had a feud with Kurt Angle, Sting in TNA. He's had loads of feuds in TNA, but I think every single year Sting got pushed to the main event scene. Every single year, they made Sting a main eventer in TNA, which they didn't really need to do. I mean, here's Sting in, I don't know, in his 40s now. Well, in his 40s when he would join TNA. Getting pushed as a new top face for TNA. I mean, why though? I mean, Sting has had his time in WCW. I mean, he became a main eventer in WCW, so I don't know why TNA tried to make him a main eventer, and then he put him in loads of segments with Hogan. And I'm glad now that he's in the WWE, and WWE know what they're doing with Sting. They don't. WWE. One thing I do like about the WWE is that they basically don't shove Sting down your throat every single week. He's on a part-time schedule, so basically they're gonna have him show up at special events like the Royal Rumble, like Royal Rumble, a couple episodes before WrestleMania of Raw, and at WrestleMania and after WrestleMania. Not every single week, which I think is really good. So number 4, 4th most overpushed wrestler in WWE TNA was Sting's TNA run. And at number 3, well, the final 3 are Randy Orton. Randy Orton, we all know, has been overpushed for too damn long. He was a guy that, in my opinion, has took too many world title shots, been shoved down our throats. I mean, here's a guy in 2015 that you shouldn't need to keep pushing as a main eventer. He was established back in the mid Ruthless Aggression era. Like, you didn't need to push him this hard after the Ruthless Aggression era. Like, you can still have him as a main eventer, but he can still elevate the young guys. The guy doesn't put over young stars. He buries everybody, and basically, I don't know, like, he really does put over people. He has put over a few. Number 2, John Cena. I couldn't leave him off this list. John Cena is like Randy Orton, who got pushed to the moon in the Ruthless Aggression era. Same with Batista as well. And he was like, Cena was kind of like Orton. He got pushed. He had that big push to those titles in the Ruthless Aggression era, to the WWE title. And after that, the WWE kept pushing him after the Ruthless Aggression era, which wasn't really relevant, because basically he was already a ready-made star, and every single year they put a title on him, and now he's a 15-time world champion. In 2015, John Cena, in nearly a decade, has won 15 world titles. Is that really believable? I don't think it is, but you know, that's WWE's booking. And then number 1, the most overpushed wrestler slash manager, whatever, Eric Bischoff. And I know you think, well, he's not a wrestler, he's just a promoter. Yes, but he is the most overpushed promoter in pro wrestling history, in my opinion. His WCW days, after his WCW days, his TNA run. Let's think of his TNA run. His WCW run sucked. His WCW run was alright for a bit, and then it kind of wore off on me, in my opinion. Eric Bischoff, I have never been a fan of Eric Bischoff. He's one of the most worst people that you can associate yourself in professional wrestling with. The other 3 are Dixie Carter and Vince Russo. If you associate yourself with those 3 people and those 3 guys, you're in trouble. Your business is gonna go out of, your company's gonna lose ratings and stuff like that. So when his WCW run ended, he went into WWE as the general manager. Then he kept getting overpushed because he was in some silly feuds with Kane and stuff and other shit. Then he went to TNA, and then he was in every single segment with Hogan and Jarrett and Sting. It just reminded me of an old WCW segment, and I didn't never like that. And then he finally left in 2012, and I went, yes, 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 Eric Bischoff should never return to any organization if that's WWE and TNA. Eric Bischoff never return to the wrestling business ever again. You can watch as a fan, but do not book any shows. Thanks. Thank you guys for watching, guys. This is my 10 most overpushed wrestlers from WWE TNA. What are your top 10 lists? Leave that in the comment section below, guys. And thanks for watching, guys. Right now.